Yeah, and I've been training.
Yeah. You haven't been training left though.
Yeah.
You've been training left now?
I haven't technically been training left. I've been like strength-wise training left.
I got you.
So like at the gym, when I'm waiting for my right to recover, I'll just hit left for a while.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, yep.
See, I keep like going like this far away from it, and I kind of want to be like closer. But I don't know if that's stronger.
The other thing too is like, you'll just keep going and going and going, but you do also have that come up and come down so that you get that little extra bit of leverage.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to that spot, like when you're holding me down there in the top roll, and you can't get much farther, yes, that's what you want to keep doing.
I got you.
It's all, like, fucking Devin Laird preaches this like crazy. Don't stay in one spot.
Yeah, just
Don't ever stay in one spot. Keep moving your elbow, keep moving your shoulder, your lat, everything. So just to stay in one grip is absolutely ridiculous the whole time, because it's always changing.
Yeah, let's get kind of under control. So I don't want to start with it up here.
Okay.
Can I just try to hold you real quick at the top?
Sure. Yeah, that's usually how I like to start practice, is just pressuring up. Like, I'll sit here and like try to pull through your fingers, right? So then just start to increase. I'll come back around and then I'll start putting a little bit of side pressure. And I'll put a little downside, and you're still pulling up through your fingers. So then, yep, there you go, regrip. Yep, here's a little bit of that separation. There you go. Oh. Oh, there you go. Keep it centered. Oh, there you go.
Defensive top roll.
Alright, what you gonna do now? Such a weird spot to be in for myself.
Yeah, just because
when it gets to like here.
Oh, for your top roll?
Yeah, because I'm not a top roller, so like I'm like fucking what the fuck do I do here? And my brain, like my left is not coordinated at all. Like I have strength in my left, but it's not coordinated, so it's like having 30-year-old spark plugs in a fucking engine. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
and having 30-year-old lifters in an engine, and you're trying to fucking drag race.
It's just coded differently.
Right, exactly. And I gotta figure out that coding.
You want me to just tell you what I'm feeling and where you can go?
Sure.
All right, go ahead and try.
I mean, left isn't really like anything that I'm super special with. But if I hook, it's different. Yeah. If I hook, it's different. That's it. But for some reason, whatever with you, I always end up going into a top roll. I have no idea why. Like with Adon, I'll just go straight into a hook and I'll have no problem with it. Because then I can just do that. But with you, for some reason, I'm always trying to go through those fucking long ass fingers and I can't do it.
Do you want to go ahead? Yeah, go ahead and top roll real quick.
Yeah. See, that's my disadvantage is I have a small hand.
So what you could do in that, so get into that spot again.
Like
So,
right there.
yeah,
that's
and
pretty much all I have.
So keep your wrist here and then just kind of rotate your fingers up and down like that. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then that kind of increases the slip advantage as well.
Because you're focusing way too much on my fingers
Right.
when you could also be focusing on working on my thumb. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But
that's the thing with my left is I'm just not invested into it as much as.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it's like a lever, right? If you're going on this side, I can just defend this side, but that means I have like a little bit of a gap on the other side.
Because you're not even when I do this, you're going down like that. You're not rising at all. So if I can rise up past your down. It's not worth it for me.
I mean, it's definitely better than if you're just straight up trying to hook and I
Right. I mean, we can do ready goes if you want to.
Yeah, try just real quick.
I need to switch off from left though.
Yeah, well,
Because that hurt right
Yeah, it
there.
did? What was it, me gripping on you, or was it just...
No, it's just my
angry
wrist.
pulling?
Like me and Adon were arm wrestling, was it Friday? Yeah, Friday morning. And I had tendon slap over my bone. And it was just like, my left wrist is just not calibrated. It's not strong, it's not anything.
Yeah, your right's got a lot more twang.
Oh yeah.
Whoop.
It's just knuckles.
I know, it's like, it feels weird during. I feel like we should like prep our knuckles over this.
See, I'm just trying to pressure up. I'm not trying to do any pin,
I'm just messing
anything
around.
like that. Yeah, like when I train at the gym, I don't even keep my eyes open.
It's all feel.
Because I want to feel what I'm working and I want to feel exactly. I'll let you move through motions.
Yeah, I'm just, my right top roll is, for some reason, this feels a lot more like natural than this. Maybe it's just because
Maybe you should work on a hook on your right then.
Yeah, try it. It's also probably because it's like rolling through it. Your right's so fucking strong. It's like it's just a different like feeling with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you got potential there with the hook.
I feel like you also weren't ready for it. So
there's a lot more pressure when you're doing the right hook than you are when you're doing top.
yeah,
There's a lot more pressure when you're doing the hook right
for real.
than top. Yeah, go top rope ones. Yeah, there's way more pressure, way more grip, and way more pressure right.
I feel like my right, I always like just instinctively because your wrist is a lot more solid. I just instinctively try to just open your fingers and that's it.
Right.
And then I can't hold on much. Yeah.
So you haven't been doing any strength training, no push-ups
No.
in the morning, nothing?
I've been like occasionally like picking up my dumbbell for like a few reps, but not much.
I mean, you can always just do push-ups in the morning too, that always helps. Just make sure you do knuckles and not this, because
Yeah.
that's not going to help your wrist at all.
For sure.
The knuckle push-ups will definitely help your wrist.
That's what I've been doing, mostly because it was like hurting my wrist to be like that.
Yeah.
Is it like stronger than it was last time? Because I remember I tried hook against you last time.
I don't know. I don't remember. That was like, what, 3 weeks ago?
It's 3, maybe 2. I just remember, well, maybe it's because I bowl with my right all the time. And I got kind of handle.
Well, and you're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right's always going to be stronger when you're not ambidextrous, or left-handed.
I need fucking longer range of motion with my wrist, because yours is just like,
What do you mean?
your wrist range of motion is just so fucking far. It's like, you'll like hook through and then my hand will be like, I know, but like, my hand will be like way the fuck like this. It's like, ah.
Well, that's the same with left with me, is I don't have that range of motion that I do on my right.
Yeah.
Like look. My fucking right can go
Yeah.
down way farther than my left can. But that's because I care about my right and I don't give a fuck about my left.
Let's try low twice.
Okay.
Just for science.
Yeah. It's not. Definitely top.
It's still top going?
Definitely top, bro. Yeah.
Definitely top roll.
I mean, you can train the hook, that's for sure. But I mean, I'm stopping your hook. I can't stop your top. Another thing that you need to work on too, when I was watching the video when Stephanie was over here, your feet work. Your footwork is horrible.
I know.
Absolutely garbage.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking garbage. Definitely need to work on that a little bit more. Because what I'm doing, just like just feel the pressure difference from me standing right here.
Yep. Yeah.
Right. And when I was watching you, you're like, out the fuck here.
I don't know why I was doing that. I was just having too much fun.
Maybe. But yeah, no, footwork is definitely something that you need to work on. Like, since you have the table too, I mean, you can walk up to that shit at any point in time when you can't sleep. Just fucking work on your footwork. Just make sure that the table is fucking falling back. You're doing it.
I'll let you talk.
Okay. What do I need? Okay.
I don't want to overdo one arm because I just kind of gotten like I'm like 99% of the way healed.
Okay.
Maybe 95. It's like okay, there's a slight like very very faint pain like at the point of my left forearm. It's like it's almost gone. My wrist is like around here. It's like alright, maybe don't do that too much.
And these things right here.
A little bit, and then mostly like up my thumb a little bit. So it's kind of like that.
You do more wrist curls.
Yeah, I mean I do plenty of wrist curls when I work out.
Never enough. Here you go. Alright, I'm gonna see if the down takes it. Sitting out in the fucking parking lot probably.